sanctions that really have war powers hidden into them. Senator blocked sanctions bill, saying it could be used as a means to go to war. Paul's one-sentence amendment reads, to clarify that nothing in the act shall be construed as a declaration of war or the authorization of the use of force against Iran or Syria, where our government runs al-Qaeda. Our founding fathers were quite concerned about giving the power to declare war to the executive, Paul said on the Senate floor. They were quite concerned that the executive could become the king. Our old friend Rand Paul there. Okay, the one, the only, love him, hate him, he gets you thinking. From Hawaii, straight ahead, we're going to do a long, extended, candid interview with David Icke. He says it's time to wake the bloody hell up. This is not a bloody game, and I agree with him. This is life and death, sudden death overtime with a new world order. But we're in the fight. Stay with us. Announcing our biggest contest ever. And we're looking for people who love freedom and who want to be all in the resistance to tyrants. So you say you want to fight the New World Order. Why, if you were on the radio, if you were Alex Jones, you'd really kick some globalist ass. Well, here's your chance. We're hiring not one, but 2 new reporters, whose reports are going to be on the radio, whose reports are going to be on the nightly news, who will even anchor the show. If you're ready, here's your chance to step into my shoes, and I hope you surpass what I've done. 2 winners, $10,000 in prizes, and a shot to be a reporter inside the INFOWARS.com command center. We're looking to hire 1 male reporter and 1 female reporter. And when you win $5,000. Your video gets seen by hundreds of thousands, if not millions of people on YouTube, and you get put into the very front of the running to be hired as a reporter / anchor right here in our operation. Do you have what it takes to be the next Info Warrior? The rules are posted below me here and at INFOWARS.com. This is a big deal. You know, the globalists are expanding their global empire, but at the same time, the people are waking up all over the world. We've expanded our operations in the last year. We've added the nightly news 5 nights a week. We're making more special reports. We're reaching 15 million people every week. In a year, I want that to be 30 million. This is your chance to join the team. I want to see what you can do. But a big hint is this. Can your news piece make the news? Does it get people's attention? Does it educate people? Does it open minds? That's more important than being beautiful or speaking with perfect eloquence as an orator. All of that is important. But we're looking for people that have that magic spark, that fire of liberty in their heart, because I want you to join our team. I want to give you a launch pad so you can really take off and engage the globalist. And if this works, we'll have contests all the time, and we'll continue to build this operation. I'm involved in a talent search, looking for people who have the fires of liberty burning in their hearts and their minds. You've got until April 30th to complete your news report, and then we'll announce the winners 1 week later. Are you going to join the Info War? Do you have what it takes? It's up to you. All serious entries will be posted on INFOWARS.com. So everybody wins. You're getting the message of liberty out, and that's what really matters. But in the final equation, it's not about showing Alex Jones what you got. It's about showing the world and the globalist that no army can stop an idea whose time has come. Join me in the Info War. So you say you want to fight the Info War. You say you want to go head up against the New World Order. You can do a better job than Alex Jones? I know you can. And here's your chance to prove your mettle. Welcome back to this special edition of InfoWars Nightly News. Special because we've got one of my favorite guests, always intriguing and thought-provoking, David Icke. He's out in Hawaii. He's speaking this Saturday, and he's got some interesting observations. He's being protested. Groups don't want him to speak. I also, just before we went on air here, brought up any TSA adventures he's had. He's going to discuss it all. And then I'm going to talk to him about the New World Order throwing everything in our face. They're now admitting that they don't just have life extension technologies, they have age reversal systems. They're admitting that, oh, your appliances do have hidden tech in them to spy on you. Why are they throwing it all in our face right now? I have my own ideas, but we'll get David Icke's take on that. But he is visiting now here in the 50th state, Hawaii. David joining us via audio Skype. Great to have you, David.
Cheers, Alex.
Well, how was your trip out there? What's your view on the TSA?
Well, it's 3/4 around the world for me, so it was a long trip. But I did experience the TSA one or two times already, both in Los Angeles and then moving around the islands here. And you know, it was fine. I had to pat down and got through and all the rest of it. But what shocked me, Alex, and what just shocks me every time I come to America, and indeed, you know, some other countries that have these full body scanners, is to stand there in the line, you know, shoes off, belt off, all this stuff. And while that's going on, you're watching parents take their children through these full body scanners. It is extraordinary. And, you know, we can discuss various definitions of child abuse, but I would say that the ignorance of subjecting your children to this radiation every time they go through an airport with no question, come on, honey, quick, there you go, and all this stuff, no question, no thought, no question about what the effect on the child might be. And of course, radiation has a greater impact on children for various genetic medical reasons. It's just extraordinary to me how asleep people can be. And, you know, people talk about ignorance being bliss. Well, ignorance is bliss, but only for a while, because ignorance always catches up with you. And you know, ignorance of this the impact of these radiation scanners is going to catch up with enormous numbers of people. The frequent flyers, which of course you have so many in America, they are picking this stuff up all the time, day after day after day. And the cumulative effect is going to be devastating. But how parents can just allow that to happen to their children is just absolutely extraordinary to me, beyond words.
David, can you imagine 10 years ago if we would have told people they're going to put you in naked body scanners, shave a naked image of you, which they've been caught doing, lying, of course, and parents are going to let their children be separated from them, scared, and have men and women, in some cases, different sex even, literally going in the pants and taking babies' diapers off. I mean, it is beyond dark satire that somebody like Kurt Vonnegut or Robert Heinlein would write in their dystopic, you know, futuristic systems. And we see things like 1984, The Running Man. All of this is really being used as a template. And they've had top psychologists, you know, point out, as you know, that this groping universally, not just in the U.S., but in England and other areas now, is training children to have people touch them in a way that previously, you know, you say, you know, stranger danger, bad man, bad woman, don't touch me. This is literal pedophile training, and they know exactly what they're doing. And now the TSA is ending up out on the highways of America and just demanding that they get in our comfort zone. And now we've learned they're medicalizing police under federal grants to begin blood draws on highways. This is all about getting in our comfort zone.
Yeah, I mean, you look at that, and then you look and you ask a similar question. A few months ago, say, you know, the start of 2011, would we have believed that elected governments in Italy and Greece would be by now replaced by technocrats, bankers who've never seen a ballot box in their life? What's happening, and I've been talking about this for years, it's basically what will they take So, and this is very, very relevant to what I'm seeing in Hawaii too. What will the public take? Keep pushing, and if you don't meet resistance, then push some more. No resistance, push some more. This is why people have got to understand that this is where we are now, is not where it's due to end. It's just the latest stage on the road to where they want it to end. Now, ladies and gentlemen, at what point are we going to resist in big enough numbers to make the resistance effective? Are we going to wait until there's a knock on the door and the truck's outside for the concentration camp? Do you think we might resist then? What about when they take your children away because there's an emergency and force you to work doing whatever job the government says, that takes over your transport, that takes over the airwaves, that takes over the energy supplies, that takes over your home? At what point are we going to say enough in enough numbers to be effective and make a difference? Because that's the question people have got to ask. We have got to, I would suggest, Alex, move in terms of people are understanding of the conspiracy and awareness of the conspiracy from the point most people once were, where they're completely ignorant of the fact there is a conspiracy. And then, thanks to a lot of work by a lot of dedicated people, that information has started circulating in very, very large amounts. And suddenly we've moved to another stage with a lot of people where they're now standing on the other side of the street, and now they're aware enough of the game to watch their own prison being built. So, oh, yes, I tell you what they're going to do next. Oh, I told you, I knew they'd do that. Now, we've moved from not knowing the prison is being built around us to seeing it being built around us, but it's still being built around us. So we need to cross the road and start engaging with it in large numbers, get organized.
You're right. You're right. The first
massive campaigns of non-cooperation with the system, because it can't survive and it can't prosper and it can't work unless we have it has our acquiescence.
Well said. First, we've got to get people awakened, and we're deep into that process now. Then we have to get people to take action, and the system knows that we're entering that phase. But dealing with the issue of the awakening, when you were speaking about the takeover of infrastructure, the takeover of media, the shutting down of free speech, this is happening everywhere now. And what you were mentioning was the new executive order Obama just signed 2 weeks ago. Similar things are being done in the Euro. They're appointing the leaders now. The Economist magazine, the Financial Times of London are saying it's good to have appointed leaders. So there's this attempt to now hide everything in plain view, but I don't see it working. Take the shooting of the poor Jewish children and the commandos in France. It came out day one, and now it's even the Jerusalem